Okay, good day. So this is our topic for today's lecture. This is the conservation of linear momentum. So the law of conservation of linear momentum states that the total momentum of an isolated system where no net external force acts remains constant. So this is applicable for colliding objects that are in linear motion. So based on the conservation of linear momentum, this is the summation of momentums before impact should be equal to the summation of momentums after impact. This is our key equation for the conservation of linear momentum. So we'll be having two cases. Let's say this will be our case number one. So for example, we have an object that is moving to the right. Let's say this is b sub 1 and that object has a mass of m1. It is about to collide a second object. Let's say it is moving to the left of b sub 2 having a mass number 2. So they are to collide, and then after collision, okay, they will move separately. So possible they will move the same direction, or most commonly they are to go back from their uh, from, for example, for this object number one, it will go back to the left. But take note that after collision, it will have a new velocity. So let's say this is b sub 1 prime. And then for the second object, let's say it will go back to the right. Let's say we have b sub 2. The velocity will change, so it will be b sub 2 prime. If this is the case, the value of the coefficient of restitution is greater than 0, but possible value will be less than or equal to 1. So what will be our equation? So from the law of conservation of momentum, it is the summation of momentums before impact should be equal to the summation of momentums after impact. If we are to recall, how do we compute for momentum? It is simply the mass times the velocity. So we do the summation before. It is mass 1 b1 plus mass 2 b sub 2 is equal to mass 1 b1 after impact will be b1 prime. Then plus we have mass number 2 b sub 2 prime. So this will be our key equation if two colliding objects are to move separately after collision. Then, okay, we can have our case number 2. So for case number 2, okay, so for example again, we have two objects that are about to collide. Let's say we have b sub 1 to the right, m sub 1. We have b sub 2 to the left, and the mass is m sub 2. So they are about to collide. And then after collision, they are to stick together. Okay, they are to stick together and then they will move as a 1. So if they are moving as 1, the velocity of the first object, b1 prime, will be equal to the velocity of the second object, b sub 2 prime. And we may just use a single value of the velocity b prime, since again, they are moving as 1. Okay, that is case number 2. If two objects are to stick together or they are to move as one after a collision. The value of the coefficient of restitution for case number 2 will be 0. So what will be our key equation for this one? So summation of momentums before impact, we have mass 1 b1 plus the mass 2 b sub 2 will be equal to combined masses. Since they are to stick together, we have mass 1 plus mass number 2, and then since they are moving as 1, we have a common velocity prime. So this will be our key equation for case number 2. So we are just to focus on this 2. So after collision, they are to separate. After collision, they are to move as 1. Okay, then, okay, so I repeatedly mentioned E, that is the coefficient of restitution. Okay, we have this as E, this is the coefficient. So E represents the coefficient of restitution. How do we compute for E that is equal to b sub 2 prime? This is the final velocity of the second object after collision. Okay, minus b sub 1 prime, the coefficient of the velocity of the second object of the first object. Sorry. So we repeat, that is b sub 2 prime, velocity of the second object after collision, minus b sub 1, that is the velocity of the first object after collision. This is to be divided by b sub 1, the velocity of the first object before collision, minus b sub 2, the velocity of the second object before collision. So basically, this is the relative velocity after collision, that is our numerator, divided by the relative velocity before collision. And also, always include the proper sign convention for the velocities. If it is assumed that the object is moving to the right, you assume that to be positive. And if it is moving to the left, you assume this one to be a negative. Okay, so these are the key equations for the conservation of a linear momentum. Okay, let's have an example. Okay, let's have one example. So we have a 16-gram ball is moving in the positive x direction at 30 centimeters per second, while a 4-gram ball is moving in the this should be negative x direction at 50 centimeters per second. They collide head-on and stick together. So find their velocity after a collision. So obviously that is that's our case number 2. So again, for case number 2, the coefficient of restitution is simply equal to 0. So we have the given, this is mass number 1 is equal to 16 grams. Velocity number 1 is equal to, moving to the positive x direction, we assume that to be to the right, that is positive 30 centimeters per second. We have mass number 2 is equal to 4 grams, and we have velocity number 2, we have that is moving on the negative x direction, or in the negative x direction. So this should be negative 50 centimeters per second. So for case number 2, our equation is mass 1 b1 plus we have mass 2, velocity number 2 is now equal to, okay, they are to stick together, so we have combined masses. So mass number 1 plus mass number 2 and their common velocity. So let us substitute. We have mass number 1, this is 16 grams, okay, multiplied by velocity, that is 30. And then we have plus mass number 2 is 4 grams. This is multiplied by its velocity, we have negative, okay, that is negative 50 centimeters per second, is equal to, this is 16 plus velocity mass number 2, we have that as 4, and their common velocity after a collision. So computing for their velocity, so we have this 16 multiplied by 30, and then minus 4 times 50, then to be divided by, that is 16 plus 4 divided by 20. So we have a positive value. So our b prime is equal to 14 centimeters per second. Okay, so that is 14. Since we arrive with a positive value, take note this is positive, which means after collision, the two objects stick together and they are moving to the right with their common velocity b prime equal to 14 centimeters per second. So this should be our answer for the first example. Okay, so we proceed to the next one. Okay, so another example, a 1 kilogram ball is moving to the right at 12 meters per second, collide head-on with a 2 kilogram ball moving in the opposite direction at 24 meters per second. So since there's no specified direction, we just to assign the direction. So for example, we have the mass 1, that is the 1 kilogram ball. Okay, let's say it is moving, ayan, specified pala, sorry. It is specified to the right. So we have that as positive b sub 1 equal to the 12 meters per second. Then for the second object, this is 2 kilograms. We have mass number 2 is equal to 2 kilograms. So moving in the opposite direction, so that will be to the left. We have b sub 2 is equal to negative 24 meters per second. Since again, it is moving to the left. So determine the velocity of each ball after impact if we have three requirements. So this is for letter A, if the coefficient of restitution is equal to 2 over 3. So this is case number 1. Our key equation will be mass 1 B1 plus the mass number 2 B sub 2 if E is greater than 0, which means they are to separate after collision. So this is mass 1 B1 prime plus the mass 2 B2 prime. Okay, let us substitute. So mass 1 is 1 kilogram, B sub 1 is 12, plus mass 2 is 2 kilograms, and B sub 2 to the left, this is negative 24, is equal to mass 1 is 1, okay, B1 prime, then plus 2, B sub 2 prime. So this is 12 minus 48. Okay, that will give us negative 36 is equal to the B1 prime plus 2 times B sub 2 prime. So let this be our equation number 1. Okay, so let us use the other given. This is the coefficient of restitution. Coefficient of restitution is equal to the b sub 2 prime minus the b sub 1 prime divided by b1 minus b2. So we substitute the value of the e is equal to 2 divided by 3 equal to b sub 2 prime. We don't know these values after impact minus b1 prime, and then divided by b1 is 12 minus b sub 2 is negative 24. So this is now 2 over 3 equal to the b2 prime minus the b1 prime divided by, so this is the same as 12 minus negative 24. So the same as 12 plus 24. Okay, we can have it as 30, positive 36. So by cross multiplication, this is now 2 over 3 of 36 is equal to the b sub 2 prime minus the b sub 1 prime. Okay, what is 2/3 of 36? So 36 divided by 3 is 12 times 2 is 24. So this is 24 equal to the b sub 2 prime minus the b sub 1 prime. So we may just do substitution, or you may do the equations to unknowns. I'll be just using substitution. I'll be transposing b sub 1 to the other side. So this is now 24 plus b sub 1 prime will be equal to b sub 2 prime. So let us substitute the equivalent of b sub 2 prime in our equation number 1. So from equation number 1, this is now negative 36 is equal to b1 prime plus 2 times. Again, what is the equivalent of the b sub 2 prime? It is 24 plus the b sub 1 prime. Okay, so first thing to compute is the velocity of the first object after impact. So we have that as negative 36 equal to b sub 1 prime plus 2 times. We have 24 plus b sub 1 prime. So b sub 1 prime is equal to negative 28. So again, what is the unit? So we have, oh, correction. They are in meters per second pala, no? Not centimeters. Oh, hindi pa naman ako nakapagsulat ng centimeter. So the unit is negative 28 unit meters per second. Again, so what do we mean by the negative sign? So, which means the first object is moving to the left after collision. So this is the velocity of the first object and its direction of motion. Okay, then we can now compute for b sub 2. So, okay, so from this equation, we have this as 24 plus b sub 1 is equal to b sub 1 prime equal to the b sub 2 prime. So we substitute, this is 24 plus b sub 1 prime is negative 28 equal to the b sub 2 prime. So 24 minus 28 is obviously this is b sub 2 prime is equal to negative 4 meters per second. So again, what do we mean by that negative sign? After collision, the second object is also moving to the left after collision. So still this is possible. After they collide, they move in the same direction but separately. So this will be our answer for letter A. So the velocities of the two objects, if the coefficient of restitution is equal to the 2 over 3. Okay, let's proceed to letter B. Okay, so for letter B, the collision is perfectly elastic. So this is almost impossible in the real world that the coefficient of restitution is equal to 1. Okay, so we call this as the perfectly elastic. So we have E is equal to 1. Okay, so the same equation, if E is equal to 1, they are to separate after a collision. So we have that already. We already have that equation from the problem letter A. So they are to separate after collision. We are to use this equation from letter A and we are to arrive with equation number 1. So which is equal to the negative 36 equal to b sub 1 prime plus 2, okay, plus 2 of the b sub 2 prime. And then all you have to do is, okay, let's have our second equation from the coefficient of restitution. Again, E is equal to, this is b2 prime minus the b1 prime divided by b1 minus b2. So we have the coefficient of restitution for perfectly elastic collision is equal to 1. We have b sub 2 prime minus b1 prime divided by, again, what is b1 earlier? That is 12 minus b sub 2 is negative 24. So simplifying further, we have 1 is equal to the b2 prime minus the b1 prime. Again, this is the same as 12 minus negative 24. 12 plus 24 is the 36. By cross multiplication, that is 36 equal to b sub 2 prime minus the b1 prime. Then if we are to transpose b1 prime, that is 36 plus the b1 prime is equal to the b sub 2, b sub 2 prime. Alright, then again, we substitute. Okay, we substitute the equivalent of b sub 2 prime in our first equation. So this is the same as negative 36 is equal to the b1 prime plus 2 times. What is the equivalent of b sub 2 prime? That is 36 plus the b sub 1 prime. Okay, let us compute for b1 prime. What we have to do is replace that 24. So is this correct? We have negative 36 is equal to b1 prime plus 2 times the quantity 36 plus the b1 prime. So we have this b1 prime is equal to negative 36 meters per second. So again, if it is negative, the first object will move to the left after collision. So this will be, okay, the b1 prime. Okay, what about b sub 2 prime? So from this equation again, the 36, we have that as 36 plus the b sub 1 prime is equal to the b sub 2 prime. We have 36 plus computed b sub 1 prime is, okay, this is negative 36 equal to the b sub 2 prime. So which means b sub 2 prime will be equal to 0. It only means, class, that the second object will stop after collision. So this will be our answer for item letter B. So the collision is perfectly elastic. And then letter C, the balls stick together. So this is again our case number 2. So for letter C, if they are to stick together, the coefficient of restitution is basically equal to 0. So our key equation will be mass 1 B1 plus the mass 2 B sub 2 is equal to mass number 1 plus the mass number 2, and then we have a common velocity. So mass number 1 is 1 kilogram, the velocity is 12, and then plus mass number 2 is 2, velocity is negative 24. So this is equal to, we have mass 1 is 1 plus mass 2 is 2, their common velocity after collision. So this is the same again as 12 minus 48 is a negative 36 is equal to 3 times common velocity. So dividing both sides of the equation by 3, we have b prime. Again, that is the same as b sub 1 prime, also equal to b sub 2 prime, just one velocity, equal to negative 12 meters per second. So we arrive with a negative sign, which means both objects are now moving to the left. So it's like they stick together, and then moving to the left at a rate of 12 meters per second. So this will be our solution for the second example.